for applying for a student placement with us, and congratulations on making it through the first part of our recruitment process. My name is Laura, and my role is to recruit new talent for Molson Coors. I'm here in Burton-on-Trent, the home of brewing, and also home to one of the UK's largest breweries. Here we brew Carling, the UK's best-selling beer for the last 30 years, as well as Cobra, Corona, Coors Light and Doom Bar, to name just a few. Believe it or not, over 1.3 million pints of beer left the brewery gates last year. Our Burton Brewery is currently undergoing what can only be described as a brewing renaissance. Steeped in over 200 years of history, Britain's biggest brewery is getting fit for the long-term future. 12 months ago, Molson Coors embarked on a journey to build Britain's best brewery, and the company committed to investing an additional 15 million into the site per year until 2015. Overall, the investment will deliver outstanding performance through greater capability, flexibility and efficiency. State-of-the-art packaging facilities will enable groundbreaking innovation to ensure we meet the future needs of our customers and consumers. As a company, we've set our sights on becoming one of the 4 most profitable brewers in the world, and we need our brands and our people to help get us there. We are committed to refining our established drinks and developing exciting new ones, creating brands that people love and giving talented, ambitious people like you the opportunity to prove what you can do in a competitive and exciting marketplace where the challenges and rewards come thick and fast. Let's speak to some of our students who are currently undertaking placements with us to see what their experiences have been like working with Molson Coors.
I'm Matt, I'm working in the bottling department in the brewery.
I'm Magona and I'm working in the kegging department in the brewery.
So yes, first of all, when we came in, felt really welcome, got introduced to the team, and really it was a learning curve from start off. The management in my department especially sat me down with my targets to the end of the year and talked through each process of the bottling department and how that's going to affect me and help me to achieve what I need to achieve. So for example, beer loss, we're working on lots of beer loss, and one of my goals is cost saving. So look at understanding each asset on the line really helps you understand the utilities we use and how to improve the efficiency of the machines.
I'm the same. I had a meeting with my line manager at the start of the year and we looked at the kegging spud diagram, and that's how I got to set my ROs based on what was the most important priority for kegging at that time. So my main project was the beer loss as well, and that was getting it down to 0.45%. So then we had a lot of problem-solving activities and a lot of meetings with the operators and with management in order to solve it. And yeah, again, like, we just noticed that everyone's so friendly and we couldn't do enough to help. I think for me, it's getting on with different people from the operators levels to the management level, getting to know their personalities and then working with them as a team.
Yeah, I think being included, I feel like you have a real responsibility. You get given your targets, but everybody helps you and works together with you. So it's not, there's no confrontational aspects of the job with anybody. Everybody's really friendly. Everybody just wants to help each other to make the place better. Communicating with different people, trying to work with different personalities. It's very challenging. You'll get a lot of ideas, you'll have a lot of projects to work on and work with different people, and you'll start emailing them, which will lead to a phone call, which will lead to actually going and talking to people, won't it? And they won't be coming back to you very often because everybody's just so busy. So how I actually changed my style of communicating with people is to first of all go and find out what they're working on and what they're doing, help them in whatever way I can, or show I'm interested in helping them and that I'm there for them. So then when I can go back to them, if I have them in mind to help me, a couple of weeks later they'll be more prompt to come back and help me as well.
I find as well that people will just give you some work to do and set you a deadline, and then someone else will give you another piece of work to do and also set you a deadline. So it's about like prioritising your workload and then reprioritising it in order of importance, really.
Yeah, and I think communicating with different people on that is that people actually do understand. Because when we say to people, oh, I can't do that, I've got to do this, and you're okay. So you understand that it's okay for you to say that to other people as well. If you I suppose in the bottling department we've got a new bottling line coming in, which is really exciting for the company. My management brought me involved in it and got me to actually go and walk out to where it's going to be. We mapped it out, which was quite exciting, and lots of photos to actually find out the scale and where it's going to be. And then they gave me a certain section of it and said, this is going to be our offices and this is going to be the operators' offices, and we want you to design what we want in there, so everything that we need or everything that they need. So that was really exciting, bringing all our ideas together and putting that out and designing that was quite fun, really. And then it was the fact that what we have now and what we want in the future to improve the efficiency and the processes we have. So like having a real dramatic change in the company and being involved in that was quite good.
For me, it's mostly about the paperwork that we have in kegging. There was 4 pieces of paperwork for the ullage, and the guys were struggling to fill it all in because there was just so much of it. So then I reformatted them and moved it down to 2 sheets of paper, and now the feedback from the shop floor guys were really good about that, and they were saying that it just made it a lot easier for them and it was less time consuming.
In bottling there are lots of changes always ongoing. One of my goals is to work on trials in the team. We've actually changed from a 330ml Grolsch bottle to a 660ml Grolsch. And through the trial process of that, I was actually brought into the innovation and packaging team, which actually came in to observe it. What we did was we observed the operators working on the trial from the start to the finish on all the different assets, and we recorded any problems they had to communicate that out to the team, and they actually worked with the packaging manager to set up that communication and send that out to the rest of the team which was involved with it. It felt really important in that.
So, you've heard about us, you've heard from some of our current placement students about what it's like to work for us. Now, it's your turn. It's time for us to learn about you. We're now going to ask you 4 questions, and we'd like you to answer them as honestly and as fully as possible. I'll ask you a question, and then you will be given time to answer before we move on to the next question.